details. So these are my details. Yours will look a little bit different to mine. What you want to do is put in your agent ID here. You'll also put in exactly the same here as well. So whatever your agent ID is, that's what your password will be as well. So it'll ask for your agent ID, and then your password is exactly the same as that. We're then going to click login. Now we're always going to go with the phone symbol. So you click the phone symbol. Here you're going to put in your extension number. So in this case it's *999. Select the campaign that you're on. Today we're going to show you the Switch Experts campaign, and then finish with that now. Here, if you've got any additional data sets that your manager wants you to be in, that's where you can do it. So let's say we want it to be in Switch Click. We could add that in there, and that'll give you the availability to dial that data set. So I'm just going to remove that. Down here, there should always be pre-ticked to outbound enabled. If it's not, you just simply tick it across, and that'll let you make outbound calls. Once you've done that, you just simply click submit. And what I'll do is I'll just work around the different dispositions of the Omni Dialer first. So here you've got power dial, so this will make calls automatically for you. Now you might also have another box under there as well that lets you do manual dials, as in click to dial. If there's not enough people on the data set, we can't put it on power dial. It would have to go on click to dial, so that would have a little box under there. To make manual calls, you click this, little box pops up. I'll come back to that shortly. To view all the calls that you've made for that day, you simply click this icon, and it will give you a list of absolutely everything you've made that day. So it'll tell you the time of the call length, what the call was dispositioned as, telephone number, and whatever campaign you were dialing. If you want to see any more details about that call, you simply just click on the icon, and it will show you the customer's details. To get rid of that, you just click this X at the top. If you want to dial the number, you would click on here. Now I'm not going to dial it because it will actually dial that number. Any callbacks that you've set for that day, you'll be able to view them here. So if you tick this, it will bring up all your callbacks. Once again, if you want to see some information about it, if you tick on the icon, it will show you the notes that you've left and all the customer's details. If you want to dial the number, you simply tick here and it will dial the number automatically for you. To put yourself in a D&D, so a do not disturb, maybe you're going on your break or you're going to into training, then you would simply do that here. So I'm just going to show you that. So morning break or afternoon break. If you need to make callbacks, you need to make sure that you're in pause, and you can do that through here. If you're on an inbound campaign, up here we'll show you the amount of inbound calls that are waiting. Here you'll get an overview of all your different stats for the day. So this is your total talk time, total wait time, total wrap time for the day, how long have you had in pause, the amount of calls that you've taken, how many connects you've had, how many decision makers you spoke to, and how many sales you've had. If you want to see an average of that, simply tick here, and that'll show you the averages. This also gives you an idea of how long you spent it in pause, how long you spent it in wrap, how long you spent talking for the day. And this will show you the total time that you've been logged into the dialer for as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the dispositions. So to do that, I'm going to make a manual dial. Now you would normally use power dial to do that, but because this is a test environment, I'm just going to have to make a quick manual dial. Okay, so I've just ended that call. This is a Switch Expert script. If you're working on O2, you'll be presented with a very similar script. Obviously the icons will be different, but the layout I would imagine will be pretty similar. So on the left hand side, you'll have all the customers' details in terms of where we got the data from. Here you will get the customer's details, as in first name, surname, address, email address if we've got it. And then if you do get a sale, then you would cart the sale through the script here. Once again, this is a Switch Experts one, but the O2 one would look pretty similar. If you do need to pause the call recording, because you're taking bank details from a customer, then you simply tick this icon, and then you would also then untick it to turn the call recording back on as well. If you've got any portal links, they'll show here as well, so maybe the O2 website. Also, the terms and conditions can also be viewed there as well. Now I'll show you the dispositions. Now these dispositions will be different to the ones that you've got on O2, but this will just give you an idea of the layout. So you've got your neutral dispositions, you've got your positive dispositions, negative dispositions, and unconcluded dispositions here. If you want to make a call back to a customer, you would simply tick here, click it twice, and it'll bring up this box. Select the date, time, and the actual telephone number, and you can type in any notes that you want there. You always want to make sure that that's ticked to personal, so it comes back to you. If it's not ticked to personal, it will just go back into the main queue. Now the dispositions, like I said, they will be different on each campaign, so we will go through that separately with a disposition guide here, and this will show you all the different dispositions that we've got and what effects they have on the dialer as well. So I'm just going to flag this this call as busy. But before that, I'm just going to make sure that I put myself in pause. So I need to go down to the bottom, tick this box, select the reason why I want to go in pause. I'm going to put training, and then I'm just going to click submit. Guys, that's the end of the tutorial. I'm just going to log out now. If you've got any other questions, please ask your trainer or your manager. Thanks very much for listening. Goodbye.